And that would be yet another ally that we don't need to worry about. And there's a decent bit of troops over there that we still need to deal with. Did Ossetia... Oh right, Ossetia lost most of their units. Which does mean that the Liberty Tsar is going to be a lot better, or a lot manageable. Karakayunlu on the other hand is still at 100%, but like at least the relative armed power of all vassal states to Georgia is now down to 30% instead of 40%. I don't suppose if we could roll in a new general, just in case... Well, won't be able to do that right now. We could try to de-siege this one first, I suppose. You know what, let's do that. De-sieging a little bit, we'll see where those armies are moving. We beat them fair and square. We could, of course, go up north and start beating down armies there. They got 3,000 there, 4,000, 16,000. A bit more than what we have right now. It would be possible. And now we do have the ticking war score again, which is really good. Oh, right, jump back to the 7 ticking war score that we had. Okay. But in terms of the raw numbers, though, it's actually fairly even still. It's a difference of, like, maybe 6,000 men. That's not too bad. Of course, they probably have a lot more manpower. Well, actually, not that much more manpower, I don't think. We can't see it through here, but what we can see it in is in the ledger. War allies and enemies. So manpower, they got 20,000, the Turks do, and then Alizal has about 10,000. Artigates have 600. Okay, so I'd say it's about 32,000 more or less what they have. And we have, let's see, 13,000, 18,000, 22,000, 36,000. But we actually have more manpower than they do. They started barking at their own tree, I suppose. And I don't even have my mercenaries on right now. Right, so those are running away. Karakayunlu is helping with the de-sieging in here. Oh, and Trebizond is also helping, although they don't have cannons or anything in here really, so it's not really doing that much, but at least they're linking up with my army, so that's good. Right, is Ossetia helping? They're going over there, okay, well they do have 2 siege pips, so that would be actually quite helpful. And so what I have a look at if we could get a new general with siege pips. So they'll switch to whenever we go into sieging things, and then whenever we go into battle we can switch to Spike, unless we get even better general for both siege and fighting. Let's see, yeah. Oh right, that's actually going to give us a bit of professionalism. 332, so it is technically better than Spike, but no siege pips. It's just the extra maneuver is probably going to help. Let's go to Diyarbakir. The Artugids, we might be able to force them out of the war. We'll just need to make sure that we give that to Karakayunlu, I think. We've got pretty much all the armies that our side has down here grouped up, whereas the enemy has probably some armies in Anatolia and some armies over here in north of the Caucasus. So that means, well, I mean, that is a fairly scary general, especially with the T-pips. Oh, and they're now moving into my territory. Well, as soon as we're done with this siege, we'll go in there. I'm actually hoping that Trebizond would use the middle points to break the walls here. Although I suppose we've already... Oh, we have already breached the walls. Right, so they probably did do that then. There we go. Tax relief has happened, so what? All the expired. So we can do that again. Get us back to +1 stability. Which means that no disaster today. At least not yet. That is 7%, or -7% in the siege already. Now they are taking a fair bit of attrition in here. That's 2.9% over there. Taking a little bit over there. And over here they're taking 3.4. Even with 4,000 men. Wow. We got a lot of modifiers in there, I suppose. Now, if we just get this siege done quickly, that'd be nice. And of course, Karakayunlu is not going to help with this fighting, and then also we need to take that into account. But we got some important victories already. And I think, like, if we can just focus them down on some good battles in here, or even with just me and Ossetia combined, and Trebizond, I suppose me, Trebizond, and Ossetia combined, we could take these armies. Even though they got a pretty darn good general there, but it's not impossible to break. So with the cannons over here, that is probably going to get sieged down fairly quickly. And the... Oh, it's only 19 days. But the base is 18 days, okay. Right, well, they got food shortage. They still got 2,800 men defending there. Okay, they got 10,000 men sieging that, and they still haven't gotten Abkhazia sieged down. They're also sieging down Circassia. So how's the attrition casualties? They're taking 10,000, we're taking about 8,000, so it's fairly even. In terms of total casualties, it's also fairly even. I'm not taking all that much casualties myself. A little bit attrition here and there. And a little bit in the combat casualties, but like, it's mostly been Ossetia and Trebizond that took the casualties, and I suppose Karaköyünlü to a degree. Okay, they got the siege down in Abkhazia. Is that moving? No, that's moving to Circassia. I mean, it's kind of a smart move, I suppose, especially if they failed that siege again. Come on, give us this siege, we need that. Nope, food shortage. But 49% now, just a little bit more, and we're going to get that done. Then we'll start marching north. Fight off that army first. Oh, there we go. And yeah, it does seem to be going to Karaköyünlü immediately. Let's see if we can move into Odisha. Oh, they're moving into Odisha already. Oh, well, they're bringing 18,000 men. Right, so that depends on if Ossetia is bringing their troops in or not. Oh, and Trebizond is moving west. Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind. Right, well, let's move in a little bit closer, see what we can do there. I won't be able to take them on my own. And Ossetia, if you're not joining in on this, that is going to be bad news for us. I did tell you to be supportive again, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Right, well, that might be an issue. Got 28,000, 29,000 men in here. If we can't get any... Oh, there we go. Ossetia is moving north now. If we can get Ossetia's armies in helping this, then we can take these both at the same time, almost, I'd say. At least they're taking attrition, so that's good. Oh, they abandoned that siege. Artigates have been... Oh, they haven't been annexed. We got a bit of cash out of it, at least. Right, are you actually gonna get over here and help me? Oh, they're running away. Yeah, you better run. I'm gonna stand on this side of the fort, though. I'm not gonna move in yet. Oh, because Ossetia is not joining in here yet. Bloody hell, Ossetia. Why do you do this? Right, but we are no longer allied with Artigates, so that means that we do have a diplo slot open. And we've still got the taking war score on our side. And one of this, I suppose this is a vassal, so it cannot be pieced out separately. Is there anyone that could be pieced out separately? Oh, the guy and Aniza. Yeah, it's that one. We won't be able to reach there easily, but probably be able to get there one way or another. I mean, I suppose through Commonwealth we could get there. Piece out that one. Speaking of Commonwealth, they're still sieging down a lot of areas. I'm just wondering if anyone's gonna notice that Turkish Empire is getting weakened in this war or not. I mean, they still got 31,000 men in their army and 11,000 in manpower pool or manpower reserves, so it's not that bad for them. It's not really good either. No, so that's... Oh, because Trebizond got troops in here, so they are sending this troop probably all the way west. Which means that I should probably go into Ossetia and start crushing some of these small attacks in here, and then de-siege and re-siege all of this. Now, I wonder if they see me coming from here or not. If I could catch that one stack, that'd be nice. Yeah, Trebizond, you are going to have some problems there soon enough. Well, you'll probably have a few months at least. I also saw some troops moving in there. Yeah, I'm going to catch this one stack. It's only 1,000 horsemen, so it's not going to be all that massive war score, I reckon, but it is going to be war score. And now they're trying to run away, but you won't get there. It's almost 8.5 points, okay. I'll move into... Oh, no, they're moving away, okay. Let's go to Shetkala, and that doesn't have any fortifications there. Alright. Oh, now they're moving in with the 30,000 again. Okay. Or maybe they're not. They can't decide where they're going. But, I mean, with me and Ossetia, we do have 30,000 combined. Question is, of course, can we get together with these? It's probably going to be a bit difficult. We can get to Circassia, I suppose. Oh, now they're moving a little bit north. Like, if there's a battle to happen in here, Ossetia... Oh. Yeah, Ossetia is moving to Circassia as well. Alright, that should be good. Now, let's get this siege done real quick. We've got 4 cannons and plus 2 for the siege. They're moving to Abkhazia with the 30,000 men. Oh, no, they're moving up against us. Okay, well, we got the troops. We got probably the tech still. Yeah, we got the tech advantage. We got pretty good troops. Don't have... Well, we got a decent general compared to that. So they got +1 on all that, and we get -1 from the terrain at least. Maybe even the river crossing, who knows. So this might hurt a decent bit, but I suspect that we are going to win this battle. And if we are, then that's going to turn the entire war, I reckon. So did only got the terrain penalty. So of course this is not good terrain for horsemen. We had a little bit of penalties from that, but we're still dealing a ton of damage in there. Especially with the cannons that we have, which, yeah, that front line is shattering soon. The enemy, or the Ossetian cavalry got kind of kicked out of the combat already. But, like, my troops are now swarming in, and that is probably going to be pretty decent for the battle. Their front line is crumbling, although our front line isn't doing great either. We've got a little bit more reserves to be pouring in. If we can keep this battle going... Oh no, we're going to lose this. We did a lot of damage, though. Let's see. They lost a lot, but we actually lost a lot of war score in this. Also, we got a massive amount of war exhaustion. Because this was basically entire army destroyed. Not all the way destroyed, but almost. We do have manpower to mostly reinforce this, but yeah, this was a bit of a rough battle, but like... It's a bit difficult fighting against 4-4-4-5 in like a 3-3-2. Of course, the 5 is in siege, so it's not that much importance in the battle here, but yeah, that was a bit of a rough battle, for sure. But I'm pretty sure that they do... Well, yeah, they don't actually have ticking war score yet. They got a lot of... Okay, they got some war score from occupying the provinces. And where's Trebizond's army? Did they get beaten back at or did they run away? They got beaten back, okay. From Aniz... Oh, right. Yeah, that's the Anizan army, okay. We could probably beat that one once we get our armies reinforced again. But, like, it wasn't small casualties for the enemy either. Although the casualties overall are currently pretty much equal. But again, the manpower, or the army difference is fairly small. So if we could stack one with the army in the south here, that 9,000 men, I mean, Karakuyunlu could probably take them on. Well, not necessarily, but we'll see. Also focus down a little bit in the south. Ossetia can take a little bit casualties in here, or like have some of the area siege down. It's not going to be the end of the world. Right, so that one's already out of the war, so they are definitely going into Karakuyunlu, I reckon. If I go and help them in there, then that is probably going to be a victory for a combat, and then hopefully that's going to remove a decent enough chunk of their army. But like overall, the battle hasn't been too bad yet. Like, we've had some victories, we've had some losses. Overall, I'm still pretty happy about things. Now, actually, what do we have in military advisor? Did we have discipline or the siege ability? I think it was the siege ability? Which is actually pretty decent for the fort defense, now that I think of it. Alright, let's have a look at the military advisor then. Yeah, we got the fort defense advisor, so that's not too bad. Also got pretty darn good mil tech overall. I think we might want to focus on the diplotech for a little bit. Just double checking. Well, I suppose admin tech wouldn't be bad either. Let's just take away the focus right now. So it's going to be a bit more equal. And that's going to allow us to hopefully get the diplotech up a little bit more, and then also the admin tech a little bit more. Right, so Dravians has got some armies in here, but where are you heading to? You're heading north. Don't go north. That's a suicide. Oh, you are going north, regardless. Okay, so that's 9,000 men over there. Isn't too bad. I can maybe get down here and start fighting against that Aniza army. Are they going to Alania? No, don't do that. That's not a smart move. So how quickly are we reinforcing? A decent bit. It's at least 1 more or 2 more months before we are sort of ready to assist in combat. And it does require Karakuyunlu to actually take part in that combat as well. Okay, Ossetia has reduced the army size quite drastically, so that is probably meaning that the liberty size is, well, it is less. It's not gone all the way down, but it is definitely less. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to consolidate the regiments. We'll at least have a few regiments that are full strength. If I move in there, would they be... They would probably be able to try attack us. I don't think Karakuyunlu would help me in there, so we'll just wait a little bit. Oh, Ossetia is recruiting more troops in here. Right, that makes sense, but that is going to be sieged down very shortly. Where did the Trebizond army go? It's going around there. Okay, that seems like it's currently stuck behind enemy lines. That's not smart. Okay, now we've got enough infantry, technically, to go into combat. Let's move into Mush. See if they take the bait or not. And if Karakuyunlu would help me there or not. Probably not. Because they're taking attrition in there still. How much are they taking attrition? 1.7%. That's not that much then. They're taking 20,000 attrition though. Mostly by the Turks. But there's also a little bit of the allies that have taken attrition. Yeah, they lost about 5.5 or almost 6,000 men more casualties total. But of course, that is mostly explained by the attrition. We've taken a lot more combat casualties, comparatively at least. Right, they don't have any cannons. They do have more cavalry than we do. Go ahead and keep consolidating the regiments. So we still got only technically 8 regiments for the front line. So they'd have a little bit advantage in that regard. But we do have at least the cannons. You know what, I'm going to take the risk. It's Wooded Hills, we'll have the defensive... Oh, and Constantinople is going to move in. Excellent. So this is what we need. Are we going to be... Yeah, we're going to be there in this month. Taking a fair bit of casualties in here. No, 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 no. This is not good. Alright, get in here. We need to save this combat. They are going to be there in... now. There we go. That's a victory. Although we took a bit too much casualties in that. But hey, that's 10 points of war score. And Piety got siege ability plus 10% and minus 5% land attrition. So that's actually pretty good. But we're basically out of troops in here. And Ossetia is being kicked down over there. Okay, so this isn't looking good. So what we might have to do is first things first. Leverage the elite. Heavy obligations. It lowers the loyalty a little bit. Is there anything over here that we could do without increasing the power too much? Overlook tenant abuse. I suppose that's one possibility. That gives 5 loyalty. Okay, we'll take that one. So that keeps our stability up as well. But yeah, that is going to allow us to get the manpower up a lot quicker next year. We just need to wait a little bit before we are ready to fight them again. Because we're down to 10,000 manpower. Well, 11 technically. But the Turks are starting to be a bit low on enthusiasm as well. Taking probably a fair bit of... Oh, Trebizond is making gains. Oh. Right, well, actually, are we? Not really. Well, I suppose we got that one sieged down, but that's the only one that we've sieged down right now. Of course, we've got some good victories, at least from the combats and all that. So I suppose we are kind of making gains. We don't have the ticking war score on our side right now, because our allies just got themselves... right, it was actually Ossetia that got themselves stacked right there. Which does mean that Ossetia's liberty desire is probably... well, it is 50%. Right, and I can't fight that 16,000 men alone. I could fight that 1,500 men though. Just taking the small battles where we can to get the war score on our side. And are they taking attrition in here? They're taking 3.4% attrition. And yeah, that's gonna get... Nogai is gonna get stack wide. Excellent. You wonder if I could take out that one? Possibly. I mean, I can certainly win it in combat. The question is more like, can we actually catch that without the Turks attacking us? And I think we can probably. I mean, they're stuck over there still. Oh, now they're running away. I don't think we'll be able to do that. Although, who are you? Oh, you're fighting Saradabar. Sure, go through my lens. So, is that a big war? Katenka. Oh, right, Katenka and their allies. Right, Katenka is actually something that we are going to be neighboring rather soon. They're allies to Mawar and Vijayanagar. Right, so that's technically starting to be more of an Indian nation. Why is their state religion? Is that actually... yeah, Hindu. They got a lot of Sunni provinces though. I suppose they might have... oh yeah, that's their capital there. Right, I wasn't expecting them to be this far west then. I suppose they're not west yet, but they are certainly getting in here. Laba, are you... oh yeah, there we go. We're gonna get another siege stack wipe in Circassia, although that Turkish Empire army is moving in. Do I move my army in there to help Trebizond or not? They're not catching them in Circassia. We'll be there in 7th of August. They're going to be in Abkhazia already in 2nd of August. So in 8 days, I suppose. The question is, do I go for Abkhazia or not? I could maybe wait over here. Wait to get a little bit more manpower in to the troops. Maybe they won't be trying to catch up with the troops in Abkhazia. Because we got our troops nearby. There we go. We got 8,000 men. They got... oh, there we go. They are moving this way. So this 14th of August. Are they going to start moving south or not? They are, but they're no longer forced marching. So they're going to be there in 19th. So we got some time in here. If we stand into the forest mountains, that's actually going to give us the advantage. We could, of course, move into Odisha. Well, let's wait over here at least for the Trebizond's army to join up first, before we do that. Oh, they're moving to Ojishi already. Okay, sounds good to me. Is that... Oh, there is a... Oh, right, it's that fort, technically speaking. Okay. So with the digging war score on our side, Ossetia's war score is low, and that doesn't really surprise me. How much do the Ottomans still have troops? Probably still have a majority of the enemy army. And I've still got 23,000 men. I'm down to 8,000, of course. Everyone's really low on manpower. So in this war of attrition, now that we've put in the obligation for the nobility, we might actually be able to more or less catch up again with the Ottoman or the Turkish army in all the manpower pool in there. Oh, they're sieging down something? Oh, right, there's a lot of armies moving down here, but they are sieging down that one. I suppose I could go around, see if I can't force them out of there. Because these armies are going west. Well, right now they are going west. Although I wouldn't mind stack wiping that army there with that guard general, but it would be difficult for me to... You know what? We'll go over there first. See what we can do. Maybe de-siege or unsiege some of these areas. How's the war exhaustion doing? It's 8 points already. Ooh. And I can't do much about that. There is no reduce war score button anymore. Or in this mod at least. Oh, they decided to move most of the troops into kind of friendly territory, so they're not taking attrition. Smart move, AI, smart move. We've got 10,000 men in here. I'm waiting for the taxes at the start of the year to see how much we actually gain. Hopefully it's going to be good enough, but we don't know yet. Oh, they're moving away. I mean, they couldn't really siege that one down anyway. Where is Trebizond? Oh, right. There's a fair bit of armies down here in the south. Let's just move down there. Try stack wiping that, or winning that army again in combat. Which shouldn't be too difficult. There's quite a bit of enemy troops here in total. Which are mostly their allied troops. Which, if we could start forcing more of their allies out of the war, then that would give us at least a bit of an advantage. Oh, we lost ability. Alright. Oh, they did siege that one down, but it doesn't have a fortification, it kind of makes sense. That it would be quite easy to do so. Just gonna keep on reinforcing as quickly as possible while we march down here. And see what we can, or where could we catch them. Oh, they're sieging down that one again. It's not going very quickly, and they're probably going to take a lot of attrition while doing so. So that one would still be bonuses for them in terms of terrain. Oh, and since we dropped down in stability, is there the tax relief that we could do? Not right now. We could do the grain for the commoners, but I don't think that's a smart idea. When is the tax relief going to expire? November next year. So less than a year away. Okay, the enemy army is moving away. Got 12,000 men, they got 10,000 plus. If Karakayunlu is helping them, we'll go 20,000 against their 10. But they are going to Urfa. I can't reach them there. Is Trebizond's army somewhere nearby? Oh, it's catching us. Oh, that is a Turkish army. Oh, are these actually... No, those are their allied armies, but that is a Turkish stack over here. There's only 2,000 men, but it is 2,000 away from there. They are moving down that way, so they might be going down here. Because this battle is probably not going to last all that long. So even though they are sending reinforcements down here, come on, here. Yeah, they are going to be out there in 26th of January. This battle is not going to last that long. The Ottomans do have pretty good morale, though. 2.4 versus 2.2 at Trebizond. Trebizond does have higher discipline, though, which is quite nice. I do wonder what our discipline for the manpower training is now. Like, it's probably dropped quite a bit. Now, of course, one thing that we do still have as an option is hiring the mercs. We haven't done that in this war. We could do that. That would give us about 4,000 extra infantry to fight battles with, which would save a little bit of our manpower pool and all that, which wouldn't actually be bad. They are a bit expensive to hire, though. But there we go. There's probably going to be a stack wipe in here. Alright, we could probably go to speed 3, actually. It wasn't a stack wipe. Okay, so where are the enemy armies? There's still the... Let's see, there's 18,000 over there. 3,000 over there. Then they got the 10,000 down here at Dare. Oh, Araka, actually. Yeah, they're moving to Adair. Could try to kind of catch them in there. Possibly. Oh, are they moving into Urfa again? No, they are. I guess they are kind of sensing which way we are trying to go to. Okay, you are going to down there. I mean, as soon as you're locked in, we'll go in. Do a bit of stack wipe. We'll consolidate the regiments. We've got 9,000 manpower right now. It's not a lot. In fact, it's actually quite small. Numbers in total, but like if we could catch up, small stack over there again, it should be a little bit of war score. That's not going to escape, and then we might be able to catch that one as well. While it's moving in. There we go, this stack wipe. Are you actually moving in? If you are, that is a bold move. Nope, you're not. I can move into Orfa, see where they're going from there. Right, so how bad is the stability situation? We still got a decent bit of stability to spare right now. We're looting a bit of cash, but we've got decent cash reserves. But overall, we're actually doing fairly decent in this war, other than all the manpower that we lost. Okay, so they're going to siege down more Ossetia. But overall, since we got the war score advantage, I don't think they can take anything in this war. I mean, I know that they can't take anything in this war yet, unless we start losing a lot. Which I'm hoping will not happen. Also, we have no guarantee of that. Can we catch that as our army? I don't think we can. Right, well in that case, I'm just going to go up here and start figuring out how to start kind of fighting off the Turks over there. We do not have the manpower to fight them off quite yet. But of course, if Ossetia is linking up with my troops, and if Trebizond would be linking up with my troops, we'd have a chance. Again, oh, Ossetia is going to get snapped up there again. At least we've got 2 corps down in the south. Oh no, they might actually escape. Urban autonomy. Okay, so that was the burger power. How much do we have? We do have 30% now. Interesting, so we just need to get the influencer. We could technically do this one, which would allow us to get the commercialization a lot faster and pretty much everywhere. Let's have a look at the commercialization. It's still not present anywhere. We probably don't want to do that right now, though. So what I'm going to do, just in case, is I'm going to do the burger autonomy again. It's going to hurt the stability a little bit. It's going to start improving or increasing their autonomy or power even further, which is going to start hurting the nobility's power a little bit. Oh, they're going for Ossetia now. Right, we've got about 15,000 men. There's the 9,000 men over there going to Trebizond. We might actually want to go there. Like, Ossetia's capital is expendable right now. Oh, never mind. They decided to switch targets. Right, well, let's go north. We've got 14,000 men. If I can get the Ossetian troops to help me. Oh, there's some investments. Not going to look through those. Although, I suppose, let's quickly have a look at the capital at least. Ooh, there's a lot of farmlands investments there. A little bit forestries and academic. Forestries, there's not a lot of room in there, though. But, like, the farmlands, that's definitely worthwhile. And residents are still growing quite a bit in there. A lot of immigration coming in. Right, but I'm still kind of contemplating this. Like, it would be a horrible idea right now because the disaster is already looming. Like, what we'll probably need to do is wait until we reach +1 stability, and then we can do the reform. Not to mention, it's actually going to hurt a lot less if we go at least +1 stability before we do the reform. And we can get the admin... Oh, actually, what does that give? Ah, a bit less corruption, and max centralization goes up. I like the sound of that. How much is the centralization right now? 23, and it's not changing at all right now. Yeah, okay, burghers are really happy with us. That's good. If we can keep their power growing, that'd be quite nice. How is the nobility's power doing? Still very slowly just falling, so we might have to do quite a bit to actually reduce that. But yeah, together with Ossetia's army, we might be able to... Oh, there we go. They give up the siege. They're going to Tersh instead. So what is Ossetia's army doing? Are they linking up with me or not? They don't have the liberty desire that high to cause problems. Okay, and they're recruiting more troops. I'm just going to wait over here for a small bit. Oh, the statesman has died. Oh no. Right, we do need to have a statesman if we want to get the... Well, not yet, but at some point we do need to have a statesman. We could try to get a burger advisor here. That wouldn't actually be bad, and void travel time is quite nice. Extra diplomatic relations is quite nice as well. And improved relations going up is pretty good as well. Okay, so we might go for that one. It's only level 1 though, but like it's at least going to cost us a little bit less. Okay, we are going to start... Oh. Okay, they managed to get that... Oh, Astrakhan basically seized down again. We're still reinforcing over here very slowly. Basically using all of my manpower. How much does the Turks have? 70,000 manpower now, so the scales have tipped in their favor. Again. Can we see where the... Oh! Right, is Trebizond going for the... Oh, yeah, they are probably going down here for the... Actually, where is the enemy? Oh, down there. Right. If they go siege down that one, that's actually fine. That would be another 9,000 away from the enemy. That is moving down south. There's a little bit Turkish Empire troops over here, but that's, I'd say manageable. Oh, they're moving south with their troops now. Now, if they're moving to my territory, which they might... No, they're moving to Turkish. Right, we do have Ossetia's 4,000 men helping me now. Oh, and Ossetia has embraced Colombian imports. Right, well, I'm just gonna not consolidate the regiments yet. I'm gonna wait them to take a little bit more attrition, hopefully. I mean, how much have they taken attrition in total? 24,000. In total losses, they have about 7,000, almost 8,000 more than we have. But of course, that is... I mean, they've actually taken more attrition than we have. So yeah, we've lost more troops in combat than they have. They got 4.4 war exhaustion. We got 8. Ossetia has 9. Georgia has almost 8 as well. So in terms of war of attrition, we might still lose this. Although we got the ticking war score, so in theory... Oh, loan offer from Commonwealth. 2% interest isn't too bad. I'll take the 45 ducats. Right, so that 19,000 men. We'll wait until they start sieging down Ossetia's capital. Or we could go for the Alpine... Well, no, if we go over there, we're going to start taking attrition. So we'll need to do the kind of fighting against the Turkish Empire and Nogai's armies once they get in there, so that we can kind of advance directly in. And we can kind of wait for Ossetia to recruit a few more units. That's going to be... Okay, 5,000 infantry is not too bad. Especially with the not having that much cavalry is going to help. I reckon... Oh, Ossetia is bringing in more... Oh, well, speaking of cavalry, a little bit in there. That one's not too bad. Is that... That's Forest Highlands.